Tug John Purves turned 104 years old this year. Since 2008, she's been a permanent fixture of the Sturgeon Bay waterfront, a floating museum and a popular exhibit at the Door County Maritime Museum. Over the past 15 years, she's welcomed more than 60,000 visitors on board. And today, for the first time since moving to her retirement home, the John Purves will cast off her lines for a field trip of sorts. It won't be a long journey. With the assist from crews at Roan Salvage and tugs David R. Shannock and Chaz Asher, the 149-foot Purves will be towed to the east side of the bay and take up temporary quarters at Fincantieri Bay Shipbuilding, put in dry dock for repairs to her hull, and keep company with the boats of this year's winter fleet before returning to her rightful place of honor at the Maritime Museum in spring. The handsome John Purves has a rich and diverse history, as you might expect from a centenarian. Originally built for the U.S. Navy as an ocean-going salvage tug named the Butterfield, her keel was laid at Bethlehem Shipbuilding Company in Elizabeth, New Jersey in 1919, just as World War I was coming to an end. Later, she functioned as a floating radio station in the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico. Then, growing trade and commercial freight on the Great Lakes led to increased demand for tugboats, and in 1922 the Butterfield was purchased by Nuego Tug Line out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and later to Consolidated Water Power and Paper Company, all for service on the Great Lakes. With the onset of World War II, creating a significant demand not only for warships but also for many support and supply vessels that were needed, in 1942 the tug Butterfield was officially drafted into the U.S. Army. She was painted navy gray and rechristened LT-145. She returned to familiar waters in the Gulf of Mexico in November of '42, delivering barges of materials along the coast. But she was built to sail blue water. Her brawn, deep draft, and powerful engines assured her of plenty of work in all kinds of conditions, and as a result, she was reassigned during the war to the Aleutian Islands in Alaska, making supply deliveries to garrisons at Dutch Harbor, Adak, and other locations on the 1,100-mile island chain, all in support of the war effort in the Pacific. It was dangerous work, and LT-145 served with distinction. her military service ended, the grizzled war veteran was returned to Consolidated Water Power and Paper Company and given back her name, the Butterfield. In 1956, Captain John Rowan of Sturgeon Bay purchased the tug. He converted her from steam to diesel and renamed her the John Purves in honor of his friend and longtime general manager of the Rowan Steamship Company. The Purves called Sturgeon Bay home for the next 20 years. Ever the workhorse, the Purves wore the colors of many different companies from 1976 onward, completing a long and distinguished career and eventually going from dowdy to derelict. In 2003, owners Andre Company from Muskegon, Michigan, donated the Purves to the Door County Maritime Museum, and that's where she underwent her $1 million makeover. Repairs to her hull at Bay Ship's world-class shipyard will assure her that her quiet life of retirement can continue well into her second century and enthrall tens of thousands more visitors with a glimpse of life aboard a tugboat. Though her engines are silent, beneath her gleaming red paint beats the heart of a warrior, the modesty of a hero, and a survivor of 2 world wars. We look forward to your return in the spring, John Purves.